Welcome back to the Law of One educational series. In today's episode, we're covering Session 9, which actually has two main parts. The first focuses on the ancient civilizations of Earth, Mu, Atlantis, and Egypt, and how higher beings try to help humanity evolve. The second part connects those same lessons to the larger cosmic structure of creation. So this lesson bridges Earth's story with the universal one.
Exactly. Ra explains that long before recorded history, members of what they call the Confederation of Planets in service to the infinite creator were watching and guiding humanity. Their role was never to control, but to assist when civilizations were ready to understand unity, love, and service. They always worked under one key principle: free will. They could only offer information or help when humans, collectively or individually, asked for it.
Right. Ra starts by describing the civilization known as Mu, also referred to as Lemuria. They say Mu was a peaceful, simple society that lived in harmony with nature. Its people were spiritually inclined, gentle, and community-based. According to Ra, Mu existed in what's now the Pacific Ocean. After geological changes caused their land to sink, survivors migrated to other areas, especially South America, carrying forward their spiritual values.
Then comes Atlantis. Ra describes Atlantis as a highly advanced civilization, both scientifically and spiritually. At first, the Atlanteans used their knowledge and technology in positive ways for healing, energy balancing, and understanding the nature of consciousness. But as time went on, their focus shifted from service to control. They began to use energy for manipulation, dominance, and war. That misuse of power caused widespread destruction. Eventually, Ra says, the Atlantean continent was destroyed in a catastrophic event, a massive flood.
So it isn't just a myth. Ra treats Atlantis as a real period of Earth's evolution, one where humanity learned what happens when power isn't balanced by compassion.
Exactly. And that's a consistent theme through all the sessions. Technology or knowledge isn't the problem. How it's used determines whether it serves evolution or destruction.
After Atlantis, Ra talks about Egypt. They say that many thousands of years later, the Egyptian people were calling for higher understanding. They were ready for a more direct contact. Ra responded to that call, appearing physically in the skies above Egypt. Their goal was to teach the law of one, that all beings, all forms of life, are part of one infinite source. They taught healing methods, meditation, and principles of unity.
But over time, those teachings were distorted. The original intention, to empower all people equally, was replaced by priestly hierarchies and worship of the messengers instead of the message. Ra says that their likenesses and teachings became idols, and their wisdom turned into systems of control. Once they realized their message had been misused, they withdrew.
That's such an important point. Ra didn't leave out anger. They left to respect humanity's free will. They understood that every civilization has to learn from its own choices. If higher beings constantly stepped in to fix mistakes, humanity would never grow on its own.
Exactly. And that's one of the major lessons of Session 9, that spiritual evolution can't be forced. Guidance can be offered, but it's up to us to apply it responsibly.
So, in simple terms, Mu represents early innocence and spiritual simplicity. Atlantis represents advancement without balance. And Egypt represents the attempt to restore that balance through wisdom and healing, but with mixed results. Each phase shows how humanity learns through contrast, by seeing what works and what doesn't.
Right. Then, in the latter part of Session 9, Ra connects these Earth events to the larger cosmic design. They explain that creation itself is structured through logoi, conscious creative beings that form galaxies, stars, and worlds. Each logos, like our sun, designs an entire system of evolution based on the same three principles: free will, love, and light. Those are called the three primary distortions of the one infinite creator, and they shape both cosmic evolution and human civilization.
So, the same laws that guide stars and galaxies also guide us. When we choose to use our energy through love and service, we're aligning with that creative design. When we use it through control or separation, we move out of harmony, and the system rebalances, just like it did in Atlantis or Egypt.
Yes, Ra's point is that evolution, whether cosmic or human, always moves toward unity. Even when civilizations fall, the soul of humanity continues learning. Every experience, even destruction, serves a purpose in returning to the realization that all is one.
That's the real takeaway from Session 9. Humanity isn't being punished for mistakes, it's learning through them. Higher beings can assist, but we have to apply what we learn with love, or the lessons repeat until they're integrated.
Yes, Ra says this is true for individuals as well as entire planets. Each choice we make, personally or collectively, contributes to our alignment with the universal flow of evolution.
So in summary, higher beings have guided Earth's growth for ages, but never at the expense of free will. Civilizations rise through love and service and decline through misuse of power. Every fall leads to new learning and eventual restoration, and all of it reflects the same universal pattern of creation.
Perfect. Ra's history of Earth isn't mythology, it's a map of consciousness. It shows how the lessons of love, wisdom, and responsibility repeat until they become stable in the collective mind.
That's all for this episode. Stay tuned for the next one where we cover Session 10 and Ra explains how the structure of creation itself works. Until then, peace, love, and light.